Welcome to your weekend focus for February the 2nd and the 3rd, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I know I say that at the beginning of each video. I end it with I love you, and I mean those words when I say it. So thank you, truly. Let's see what the energy is going to be like this weekend. We are moving towards a new moon in Aquarius at 15 degrees on February the 4th. So that'll be Monday. So we're moving towards that. So this weekend we are still in that full moon energy. We are still releasing. We're letting go. We're closing doors. We're completing things in our life. We're allowing healing in. We have the sun in Aquarius. No, that's the collective. Absolutely. Groups of people. Your clan, your tribe. It's thinking outside the box. It's unique and different and inventive and creative. It's being original. It's being you, authentic. Moon will be in Capricorn for definitely the Saturday, definitely the 2nd. I think on the 3rd, though, the moon moves into Aquarius and gets ready for that new moon that we'll be experiencing. And there's been so much energy in Capricorn, so let's turn to the cards and see what they have to say. Two of Swords, time to make decisions. We're feeling like we are being pushed into choosing a path. It could be in your relationships. It could be within your home and family, your health and well-being. It could be job, career. There's a lot of emotion around it. Look at the light coming from that moon, so what are our new beginnings? What is your new start? What path are you trying to decide on right now? This is definitely telling you to think it through. To get ready to plant those seeds. Now, a couple of things here. We're wearing this red, so it's about our passions. It's about our desires. But we also know it's going to take a great courage. And we're blindfolded, which means whatever this is outside of yourself is telling you, that's not really where you're going to find the true answers. You're going to find them from within. You're going to listen to your intuition. You're going to listen to your sage wisdom. That's how you're going to know. And chances are it's going to stir up a lot of emotion. And it's working through that emotion. Two of Pentacles. Wow. Twos. We go into February, which is the 2nd month, so obviously we carry that energy. Collectively, though, we would add February being a 2 and 2019 being a 3 and add those together, so it's really a 5 energy as well of going forward, of stepping into your empowerment, your dreams, your goals, your desires. It really fuels us for that. But there's a lot, if you look at the negative side of the 5, we can kind of be all over the place. So it's about reining in that focus to that true desire, not letting distractions get in the way. Looking at the big picture and doing the small steps while you are looking at the big picture. Here we are, the Two of Pentacles. We stand on that shore. We've got a coin in each hand, a pentacle in each hand. So both things are good. Two ships coming in. We have safe passage either way. What do we truly want to step into? So this is being truthful to yourself, honoring yourself. Know that you are deserving of a path, that you are not leading away from a path just because, I don't know about this. I really want to do it, but, it's that but. It's that excuse on why you haven't taken that step. Why you've held back. Why you are holding back. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, a lot of free will, though. A lot of small cards, right? And very young cards. So, we're walking into this new moon, so it's all about your new path forward. It's all about deciding certain things. Here we sit there. We've got a foot on each one of those pentacles. We're holding one close to us, so nobody's going to get it. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. I'm not going to let go of this. I don't care. And what is happening is you have your back turned on the true abundance, that gate, that giant pentacle, held there by angels waiting to open it up for you, which is stating that the path is there already. But until you're willing to let go of something, and it could be your thought patterns, it could be certain values, it could be how you treat yourself. If you're treating yourself like a temple, and I always hated it when people actually said that out loud, and I hear myself say it, and I guess it bothered me for such a long time because maybe I didn't feel like I was actually the temple. So it's understanding that you are the temple and treating yourself as such. You want to step into a new job opportunity, but that means you'd have to go back to school, and that means that you'd have to go on a budget because you're going to need to eat, and there's not a real income coming in anymore. And well, what's the plans you're making in order to step into that? Because you can say that, but now how are you trying to gain a little extra money so that you can actually step into what you want to do, who you want to become? Your desires, your goals, your passions, the inner you. That's in detriment. So it still means the same. It could be pulling us way down. It could be allowing fears to come out that will sway us from a path. So in some ways we could be tested. All of a sudden it's like you have this opportunity, but you need to move away from this if you're going to, it could be an addiction. It could be procrastination. It could be, so long as you sit on the fence and you don't really make a decision, well then, if the opportunity goes by, I was still thinking it out. I was still gathering the information. Of course I wasn't prepared. Thank goodness I didn't go for it. Well, what if you did? King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a beautiful card in the deck because he is a risk taker. He's also one of the richest kings in the deck, if not the richest. He is the King of Pentacles after all. So he takes risks, but they're calculated risks. There's a plan, there's a strategy. He's gathered information. He's weighed out the odds. But the thing that I love most about this card is that he has a living vine for his crown. He holds a wand. So are you thinking outside the box and yet being very grounded and sensible, because we're weighing things out? And I mean, he's grounded and he's sensible. Look at that beautiful castle in the background. Look at the calm waters. Look at that giant moon. And the Hierophant. to really tap into your true wisdom in order to bring in the balance, the spirituality, the peace of mind, the balance, the true security into your life. So there are things that we have to weigh out. There are things that we need to look at to let go of this weekend. It's all, once again, about the plan, the strategy. I know I keep saying it. It's developing the plan, but it's walking the plan as well. Even if you really want to just plant a garden, right? This year I'm going to plant a garden and I'm going to eat all my own vegetables that I grow. And maybe I'll put a few fruit trees in. And, well, now's the time to start looking online and seeing what seeds you want to plant, what you have to do to the soil. And, working on a garden in the spring when it's all, well, where I live, it's all cold and damp and there's still like snow and frost and it's not fun to be outside yet. So it takes a bit of self-discipline and commitment. So where are we allowing that in our lives? Where are we willing to step into that discipline? Like, how much do you really want to eat vegetables that you grew? Is it important to you? For some people, it's like, yes, it is. And other people are like, no, not so much. So then where are you putting your focus? What are you trying to grow in your life? Is it a relationship? Is it your spirituality? Is it your health? Is it your career? Is it your stature in the community? Is it your contribution to the collective? And yet, we do have, it didn't come out in those cards, maybe it'll come out in the Nature's Whispers or the Higher Intuition cards, but we have Venus talking to Uranus, and I think that's a trine. And that's, we want to experience new things. We want to, new things, new relationships. We want to embrace new passions. And if it's routine, we definitely won't like it. And maybe that's where we'll see where our routines actually keep us stuck. So maybe instead of an hour of sitting there and watching Netflix or Facebook or whatever it is you do that takes up your time and your energy, and turn that hour, maybe a half an hour, maybe 15 minutes. Well, you get it longer than 15 minutes, and do something that allows you to let out your self-expression in some way. Your playfulness. And we also have Mercury, and Mercury's sextiling Jupiter this weekend. That's when we'll start to, I think that's comes exact on the Sunday, and that's when we can really look at the game plan, what we really want to step into, where we want to go. It's painting that mental picture. It's reading something and getting excited about what you're reading, and it develops into some of the outline of what you wanted in your path. But if you don't show up and you don't do the work and you don't do the research and you don't ask the questions and you don't put yourself out there, it's not knocking on your door right now. Be gentle with yourself. 33. It's back. 33. Be gentle with yourself. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Let it go. A time of new birth and energy is upon you, and it is because we are walking into a new moon. Watch that energy change a little bit around you. Watch opportunities come in. Watch good luck happen. Watch, your optimism is raised a little bit, or your happiness, or people are more generous towards you, or you are more generous towards others. But we're not there yet. A time of new birth and energy is upon you. Draw on the lessons you have learned to assist you in moving forward. So draw on those lessons, calculated risk, sage wisdom, letting things go that no longer serve you or work in your life. That may actually be preventing you from moving forward. Notice how you have grown and changed as a result of everything that has transpired. Gather information as you go and be ready for the new adventure. All signs are positive for successful outcomes at this time. And yes, all signs are positive for successful outcomes at this time if you're willing to step into it. Go after it. Believe in yourself. Tap into your wisdom. You already have the answers inside you. That's what the very first card says. But it's going to take a courage, a passion, and a lot of emotions surrounding it. Let's hope that emotion turns out to be happiness, joy, laughter. Why not? I guess with the energy so intense, we're just like... Just keep showing up. You'll be glad you did. And slow down a little bit. Slow down. We're trying to push through energy in some ways that we're not ready to push through yet. Absolutely not. The new moon will allow the true steps. The new seeds. Slow, quiet, and trust. Within you there is a stillness and a sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. Now tap into the knowledge of who that person is this weekend. Snail reminds you to take some time and slow down. Life has been too chaotic for you. And there is concern for your health if you do not take time for yourself. You may want to take a vacation in order to get away from the world and regain a sense of yourself. Nothing filled with activities, but instead a vacation that will be able to replenish your soul. Splurge on a massage. Take a yoga class. There's that yoga again. Boy, that's been popular. Practice slowing down your body, mind, and spirit. And that will gift you with the balance that you sorely need right now. So it's not always about do. It's also about regaining your focus, taking it back a step. So what a beautiful energy in which to do a new moon affirmation. Now, if you don't have a new moon affirmation, I always usually put a link in most of my videos in that little box that shows up somewhere around me. And you can listen to it. You can say it with me quietly to yourself, or repeat it out loud if you can. Or what I would like you to do, and some people have done this, and some people have even taken it to the point where they have recorded themselves saying it to themselves, and they listen to that every morning, which is like wonderful because you wrote it for yourself. And you can change it as you go. Don't always say, well, that's the tape, and change it as you grow. Add things to it, take things away that you no longer as necessary to have it maybe 7 times within the video or something, maybe, or the recording. And, do some new moon affirmations this weekend. Invite in that new moon energy of the seeds that you were about to plant. Raise your energy, raise your vibration. That's going to help you make those decisions. We have decisions here, we have decisions here. We have calculated risk here. So our decisions will allow us to take some calculated risks to really step into the Hierophant's energy. Your sage wisdom. And Saturn's a very big part of the picture through all this energy. Saturn has been very active. And so Saturn is saying you have to be practical, you have to be sensible, and set manageable goals for yourself, and not try and push yourself too hard. And maybe it's work hard, play hard kind of energy, where you have to take time back for yourself. Replenish your energy. You've lost the ability to trust and have built a shell around you. Slow down, quiet your emotions, and rest. Remember that trust and mistrust takes time, and so does the restoration of it. Don't stay too long without talking it through with a confidant. A retreat might be just what you need. Lock yourself in the bathroom, start a bubble bath, light some lightly scented candles, grab your favorite book, and slow down. Personally, I'd say skip the book. Okay, Neptune is very active in the sky these days too, and that is our dreams, that is our dreams, our hopes, our wishes, our spirituality. In some ways it represents our fantasies, our dreamscapes. And so when we're constantly reading somebody else's story, or watching it on a TV screen or a computer screen or a phone or a tablet, we're substituting the energy for an artificial dream, somebody else's dream, somebody else's story, somebody else's fantasy, instead of our own. So you can grab the book, but I'd say, wow, just get excited about where you're going. Start dreaming about your future, what you can truly step into, and where you can become committed in your life going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.